gave absolutely everything. So did Chelsea.
Did that stop? Or did I stop? I might have stopped that by mistake.
His players, the young
I hope I
players
didn't.
coming on.
I hope I did actually, because I hope I don't run out of data.
It was brilliant and it was an amazing finish.
I'm waiting for the celebration.
Virgil van Dijk's header was the 42nd attempt on goal in that game, James, and the 20th on target. It was a long time coming.
I don't know. Well, it's going at the moment. It's gone 30 seconds in.
It might not be the most illustrious trophies that Liverpool win, the Jurgen Klopp will win. But there was never a match that summed up Klopp as a manager. This was it. Passion, desire, making his team run through brick walls for him. It was unbelievable. And all those young players, what a day for them. He didn't care about bringing them on, giving them an opportunity. Other managers might not want to turn to the young players, but they were magnificent. Absolutely incredible. What a win. And it was fitting as well that the goal scorer, because Virgil van Dijk has been one of the Premier League greats. And he was unlucky not with the one actually in main time, and then to score that header. It was an incredible one, and set piece was fantastic for Liverpool. I was thinking they're going to play a 2v1. Surely they've got to play a 2v1. They don't. They get it in the box, and then Virgil drives with a fantastic header.
It was for all the youngsters, and James talked about Van Dijk, there are still the senior players that guided those kids through.
Fantastic. Arte for large parts of the game. I know it went off towards the end. It was just brilliant. And Virgil van Dijk and Gomez and Tsimikas coming on. They're all senior players. So even though the youngsters aren't, they could go and express themselves in the final third. And Endo was brilliant. So they had control at the back. But I'm so thrilled for the youngsters, to be honest. It's their moment, their time, and they deserved it.
Let's hear from them.
I must have accidentally stopped it because it's gone 2 minutes in now. It's recording 2 minutes in.
Congratulations! Just watching you
Too loud?
take this all in.
Can't we just have it loud for this moment?
So much. All the young boys on the pitch. If you see the extra time, it's incredible. I'm so proud of the team. Intense game for both sides. They had chances, we had chances, and amazing. First trophy as a Liverpool captain. It's all for the fans, so let's enjoy it.
You've had some really big moments with this Liverpool side. As you mentioned there, everyone has played their part. But for you, how did it feel to be on the bottom of that pile of players, knowing it was you that found the winner?
I didn't want to get injured there. I tried to get up a little bit quick, but I couldn't. Nah, listen, it's emotion, it's everything, and I'm so proud of the boys. And see all the young boys, making their playing their part in what we achieved today. It's incredible, and on to more.
It may not be the last time that you're at Wembley with Liverpool this season, but are you savouring it just in case it is with Jurgen Klopp as your manager?
You should always savour the good moments, and this is definitely one of them. And listen, we will never take these things for granted. We are very, very blessed.
What did you see?
You see it today as well. Obviously, it could have been the other way as well. We lost out. We did it. We did a job. Even with all the problems that we had before game.
I don't know, just coming to my mind.
I'm so proud. I'm proud to be part of this club, especially proud of the boys. They all play their part, so it's all credit to the team.
Congratulations to you all. Enjoy lifting that trophy. Well done.
Thank you very much.
When we went to the start of extra time, Daniel, we mentioned the young age of the Liverpool 11 at that stage. Average age of 24 with 3 teenagers in it. Actually, Chelsea was younger at that stage. They were just 23.
I just said to Shell congratulations.
Between 20 and 27. So it is that added experience.
Stop drinking beer, TGOTT.
to get your losers.
Absolutely, I mean,
No, drink less beer, so there's more
this is a new group
£1
of
million
players for
from
them,
the
for the
youngsters.
team, and for Liverpool, the young lads coming on with no fear. They've got the senior boys out there to help them, put an arm around them, make sure they know what they're doing tactically, speaking to them.
Yeah, I must
throughout
have
the game.
pressed stop by mistake.
And
they gave it down Liverpool.
Virgil seemed more
emotional
emotional than I've seen him. It seemed as if it means a lot because in the end, it's the manager's last season. It's his first trophy as the captain of Liverpool Football Club. He's proud of the young players, and you can just see the delight in his interview.
No, it was like he was saying, "Not on my watch." not on my watch are we going to have excuses, because Liverpool could have
I'll give the goalkeeper credit, he was fantastic.
Pressure with not having
going
the
to
goal,
lie.
with all the injuries.
Well, the Chelsea one.
No,
They could have had everything.
right.
Even though I'm
Maybe
nervous
Chelsea
about him,
might have
he
been
was
favourites
really,
going
really
into it
good
because of those
in the
injuries,
first
but he
saves.
made no excuses for his side today.
It is a trudge up those steps for those Chelsea players. It will be a much more joyful ascent for the Liverpool players very shortly. To guide us through it, let's go back to Peter.
Here we go.
Yes, it is a better ascent to watch, as Jurgen Klopp is, than to be a part of. A ceremony for which Chelsea and Pochettino have no appetite. Here was their stand-out moment to make a memory of this turbulent campaign, and it got away.
Chelsea couldn't even get past them
Carabao
to
Cup
get
run,
back.
which has in no small part sustained them this season. It's taken them to the edge, training for nearly half an hour to Wimbledon right back in August. Within seconds of quarter-final defeat by Newcastle, they left themselves a semi-final to chase after losing at Middlesbrough, but they chased it in style. They got here, and the final step was just beyond them. So now, spanning nearly 6 decades, 10 appearances, they have lost as many League Cup finals as they've won. And this is 3 League Cup final defeats in a row. It's now 6 Wembley final disappointments on the trot. A gut-wrenching new record for them. They've not too much time for regret. They re-engage with the FA Cup in 3 days' time. A crack at Europe, despite all the turbulence, isn't quite beyond them in the Premier League. There's a lot of reasons still for this Chelsea team to get up in the morning. But they lost here. And it stings, Gary, it stings.
Oh, it stings. I mean, the thing at the start of the game, all Liverpool's injuries, you would think Chelsea could have won. When Liverpool's kids came on, you think they should have won, but then there was something just holding you back, because you couldn't see Jurgen Klopp watching Chelsea go and lift the trophy. That was always the thing I said before the game in the interview. Those Chelsea players will regret that extra time for a long, long time. I thought they played quite well and punched hard in the first 90 minutes and were unlucky. But in the real crux of the game, extra time, where they had Liverpool by the scruff of the neck with those young kids not having the answer in the last 10 minutes of normal time, they didn't turn up, they didn't perform, and you can't do that. You cannot do that. It was at half time and extra time that you had to bring them into a huddle and try and rouse them. What was up with them? Credit to Liverpool, they stand at the bottom of the steps ready for that magical walk, whilst those Chelsea players take the longest walk in football at those Wembley steps to get the runners-up medal. But I'm really disappointed with Chelsea in that extra time period. You can lose any final, you can lose any game of football. You cannot play like that, you cannot shrink and go back. Particularly when Liverpool had 5 kids out on the pitch. They had to go for their throats.
Chelsea's first team.
So he's about to have his moment, perhaps one of 2, 3, 4 moments, Jurgen Klopp. And the 3-handled trophy will be delivered once more into Liverpool's hands. These are the last poignant steps on a cup run of thrills. Sommer's last worldies against Leicester and West Ham. Nunez on a stormy night in Bournemouth. Gems from Curtis Jones in the quarter-final and the semi-final. Cody Gakpo, a thread running through it all. And then today, Van Dijk. No club has had more frequent, sustained ownership of this prize through the years. It has passed through the hands of some great captains, great players. Phil Thompson was first to lift it in these colours. Souness 3 times, the last 40 years ago. Rush and Fowler, Hoopier, Gerrard and Henderson. And now the turn of the serenely indestructible leader of this age, Virgil van Dijk, and his boss. Jurgen Klopp's second League Cup to go with Paisley's 3 and Houlier's 2 and Fagan and Evans and Dalglish.
Look at the energy, the passion, the spirit of Klopp. I can't wait till he leaves.
Cry, Gary, Gary,
I'm going to have a word, I don't want to get down there.
To cherish, never to forget. The indestructible smile.
He's had some amazing moments here with Klopp. But the pride he must feel watching those players walk past him. You think how young they were when he first come to the club.
Oh, Tommy didn't even start for the trophy celebration.
That man was colossal. Virgil van Dijk.
If it was Man City, he'd be doing it.
So much of Liverpool's success probably revolves around that signing that Jurgen Klopp made.
It is
Someone shouting something.
Of young men,
20.
some of them so young they're
I must be
pinching
stopping on
themselves.
stamp because I've got another
Has
10
this
minutes in there.
really just happened to me? Did I cross the white line at Wembley Stadium and play as if I belonged? As if I knew. And he's going first. And he will collide either side of the cup with his leader. The golden sky, the sweet silver song of a lark.
Was that step me?
Another match, I think,
What? No.
He's winding them up again. He's milking a moment. And it is a moment of togetherness. Everyone is central. Not least the inspired young goalkeeper. The first prize of springtime is heading home to Anfield. Liverpool for a record 10th time. Liverpool as if by right. Liverpool again. Carabao Cup winners 2024. And that for this stirring Passion Club may be just the start of it. A ticker-tape launch to the great Klopp run-in.
3 more to go,
Klopp
baby.
has the prize that history demanded for him, and which he demanded from Liverpool.
Great scene to those young
Yeah,
players.
no one's ever done a quadruple.
Yeah, even if it's your own.
Just spoke about how young they would have been when Jurgen Klopp came into the club. And there's no doubt that man has absolutely transformed the club's fortunes from where it was for 5 or 6 years before he came in. And I said when it was announced that he was moving on, it's up to these Liverpool players
Is that
to send them out with a bang.
Terrible goalkeeper.
And they've started it well.
Oh, well, this is moment.
This week they re-engage with the FA Cup. They're a week and a half from being back in Europe.
Trophies now.
Manchester City will be turning up on their fixtures before you know it. But for now they are blind to everything but this colour, this cacophony, this party. They've got one. They've got one. And this one cannot be stripped away.
No, it's Jurgen Klopp's final lap. And he's run that first bend really, really well. He's excited tonight, but he's a workaholic, he's a winner. He'll have them back on the ground tomorrow morning, ready for the FA Cup on Wednesday, for the game at Notts Forest next week in the Premier League, because he knows
Then we've got City after that.
the big games are still to come, a lot still to play for.
If this was emotional, imagine what Anfield's going to be like
I have to
against
say,
City.
those young players, I love seeing young players do well. Those young lads, you cannot believe how important this will be in their lives. And they've got a manager who's, like I say, his spirit, his human side, his passion, his fight, it's everything that you would want in a football manager.
We've still got to go down to the field and lift it up.
Surrounded by players who are 2019,
down to the
18,
field.
17.
Oh, right, yeah.
Jurgen Klopp is bouncing around like a 16-year-old himself. Forever young.
Yeah, that must mean he's man of the match as well. Yeah, because he's got the cup and he's got something else. It must be man of the match.
And seeing the joy of Klopp and his senior players in what they've done tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, because they feel they had to lead the ball.
That's such a great shot.
What a man. How do you follow that?
Even when he's angry, he smiles.
What he's created, it's virtually impossible. It is. The guy is just such a leader of men. He's led a city. He's led every Liverpool fan around the world has looked up to that man and what he's achieved, and turned around a club that was at the time struggling, and made everyone believe in what he's trying to achieve. And even those young players he's given opportunities, the belief that he's got in them, he's just an incredible human being.
He had four games to win and he lost to Chelsea.
Watching this at home in front of their tellies, watching him punch Karen Shaw, thinking the same thing. You know, 17, 18-year-old lads here who are just taking this all in their stride.
From 16 all the way to 21.
If I was 18 and up there, how I would react. It's all in a day's work, it looks like, for them.
Well, that's the culture that he's provided for them. And like I said, the youngsters had the foundation behind them to go and express themselves, go and put the graft in, go and express yourselves. And with that man there, like I said, nothing was happening on his watch.
No, he's just leaving Liverpool.
Okay,
he might go to someone else.
He said he's going to take a year off, but I don't know.
I'm not a Liverpool fan, but I got a little bit emotional then
might come back.
because I'm sad that he will be leaving. He won't be there, but you know, we won't see him week in, week out, because like Jamie said, what he's done has been unbelievable.
Because
really.
he's German, I see him taking over Germany.
And he's also, you know, going around those squad members who've missed this through injury, Curtis Jones there. He hasn't, over the last 20 minutes or so, Daniel, of watching him. I don't think he's missed anybody out as he's gone round that squad and the backroom stuff.
It's a football family, you know, they're all in this together.
It's not even old enough.
Players, you got the fans, of course, who we absolutely love, all his backroom staff. He wants everyone to feel a part of it, and some of those young boys haven't played a lot, so for them it's like, ooh, you know, it's the final, but it's the first time.
Put your Rother fans on that now.
For them,
See, after that,
so he's
really
making
want to be
sure
a
they
cleaner.
feel welcome as well. Like, he plays a part today. The reason
What
why
I said?
they're getting on his track.
Said you put your Rother fans going.
So,
Celebrate that.
He
Celebrate
trusts
the
the
poo
players.
poo cup.
Yeah, for those young players, they're getting opportunities. Kumas, obviously, young players got a big future ahead of him. McConnell, Dans, Bobby Clark. Just magnificent for them. This is the players didn't play. Salah, Soboslai, Trent, Nunes, Jota, Curtis Jones, just to name but a few.
And actually, we've seen that several times this season. That, you know, he's not afraid of making those substitutions and bringing the young players. He's not always waiting until they're 3-0 up and a game is closed off. We were at Fulham in the semi-finals and they were under the pump a bit towards the end. Bobby Clark came on. He'll bring them on, whatever the match situation.
Well, and we've obviously spoken a lot about Klopp there, but it's also recruiting those youngsters to make sure they come through Liverpool's academy, they come through and they're able to go into that first team. So the whole system is just ran so well. It'll be really interesting how they move forward after this.
Plenty more reactions come. We'll obviously hear from both managers before we are done here at Wembley. Liverpool have their hands on the 2024 Carabao Cup. The live sport keeps coming next week. This is...
Oh, bloody hell. That's just a new season, isn't it? Did Verstappen win the last one?
Yeah.
What?
I think he's won
2 in a row. 3 in a row now. Poor Hamilton.
I haven't won one battle, lads. Guys, he's never won one battle on TikTok.
And it's for many reasons, you know, we're not doing good at the moment, and I kind of want to keep a good relate.
But we're doing Istanbul Liverpool fans. 2-0 down. It's gonna be 6
That's Jerome.
down.
Is he sent a voice message?
Yeah, a video. He definitely watched it. He said, I said, because he said he weren't coming. I said, so you're not watching the final then? He said, no, I'm going to watch my brother do marathon.
All right. Marathon?
Yeah.
God, must be mad.
Yeah, but he's sitting there and watching it, so I don't think he went.
No. More load of old crap. Hang on, what they do?
Stick ready to go. Harvey Elliott is in charge of that. And look at that, they are right in front of their fans. Daniel, this will live long in the memory for those players.
Absolutely, man. This just gives you the chills when you see the boys stood in front of the fans, basking it all in. And like I said, he's been an absolutely magnificent manager for Liverpool. You know, this is the start. They're going to enjoy this. It's going to be brilliant.
Let's just take it.